Hi guys, welcome back for another one. We're continuing here with Transport Fever 2, our EPEC challenge. Every product to every city, tropical map, hard difficulty, all the good stuff, yada yada. Alright, so we need to do a quick check here real quick. We have done pretty good so far. So to complete our objective of delivering every good to every city, we need to make sure that we're producing every product in 2 different locations. And we currently have that, check mark done with food, construction material, fuel, and goods. We still have not completed that with tools or machines yet, and that's kind of what I want to take this episode on. Now, I want to be honest with you guys, I probably spent a good 10-15 minutes before this episode started. Let me get my normal camera orientation here so I don't confuse you guys. Trying to figure out exactly how I'm going to do these last 2, because when we start looking at this stuff as a breakdown, like tools, for example, we're already producing here this Palm Bay Tools Factory, which reasonably, maybe make this a little smaller. Like that. So reasonably, like this one's going to service Palm Bay, Madison. We already have going down to Richmond, and it could do Gresham. I mean, like, okay, so we need one for Everett, Winston-Salem, Lancaster, and Torrance. And you start looking at these other locations, and they're just not friendly. This one's just shoved in here between 2 railroad tracks, difficult enough to get stuff to it. And then you're like, okay, well, before I have to supply, it's a pretty long route for me to supply them all from there. Madison, and then we got 2 from Madison, which we already have Madison being supplied with tools. So to use these ones, we'd have to rework everything we're currently doing. Could I do that? Yeah. I just don't know if I'm there yet. And it's kind of the same thing with machines. I honestly have no good locations with machines. We are producing from Winston-Salem currently, which is already feeding Everett and Lancaster, and obviously you could pick up Winston-Salem and like, okay, well, the next closest one is Gresham. But then we have like Palm Bay that's buried up here. We have Madison over here, Richmond that's down here on an island, and then of course Lancaster, Torrance is over here, down close to the peninsula all by itself. When we look at our other options, we have Everett, which is this one. If you guys have been watching the series since day 1, or maybe I don't know when I brought it up, but in the first 10 episodes, right? I've been waiting for this factory to close up and move the heck out of there so I can expand this train platform. Hasn't happened yet. I don't know what I can do. Actually, what is going on with Everett here? All right, I definitely need to all right, I'm not going to do much here, but I'm just going to add another train on real quick. Try to get this frequency down. I noticed that was a problem, but now that I see it's a problem in another station too, let me take care of that real quick. Palm Bay, how are we doing here? We are full and you have tons of people waiting, so I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing here. We'll duplicate. We'll see how that goes long term. Anyways, so Everett, yeah, we've done close. We're already producing Winston-Salem, Lancaster, which is all the way down the bottom of the map. We're already delivering to Lancaster, so this would not be an ideal. And then Palm Bay, which is all up here by the map, but once again, we could service maybe Palm Bay, Madison, Gresham, and Winston from this one. But that means that the machines that we have produced up here go to Winston-Salem and then have to somehow find its way the whole way across the map over here to Richmond. At the end of the day, my point is there is no good options for these last 2 goods, but I'm going to have to make something work. And so I think what I'm going to work on first is machines. I think I have a rework idea with machines. It could come back to bite me. I mean, either way, as long as I have money to set up the route, it should make money. The longer the distance, the more money it should make me. Hypothetically. Anyways, so what I want to do is start setting up the next machines, and I am going to probably set up with the one down here in Lancaster because it's the most close by the docks. It's portable to Richmond, Torrance, Lancaster, and I don't know where I'll send it. I don't know if I could send it the whole way up to Madison and use the docks as like I just sent a bunch to Richmond and then some actually go to Richmond and then others transfer up to Madison. I could absolutely do that. I don't know what I'm going to do yet. I just know I need this operational because there's no other good options. This is the best that I can come up with. So we're going to make it operational. But before we get this operational, I do want to use this steel factory to go into machines. But this steel factory is already being produced for goods up here. So we are going to divert this steel production over here to the machines. And we are going to create a new production of steel that's going to go into our goods, which we're going to use this factory right here. We do have iron ore and some coal here in this area. I did look at possibly using this steel factory, but I don't know. Nope. no matter how I tried to plan it in my head, it just didn't seem like it was going to work. It would make money if I could actually load this up with steel on a train route, but I don't think it's going to. So we're going to set up with the normal road cargo. I could easily do a train station off here, connect up. I just don't know if a train delivering steel is going to make a whole lot of money, because the things just get too expensive in this age. And then how do I get off this line and into a station? That's also the hard part. All right, so we're gonna take road. First things first, we're gonna do some upgrading with the road. We do not need you connected. Or no, we're not using you. Woo. Lost my place there for a second. All right, so you're gonna use you, and we're gonna use coal and iron ore. Now, how do we get you over? All right, I would like to have a road. I would like to have the iron or the coal here cross early and then follow along for this. Let me delete this stuff out. I'll tell you what, maybe we're going to do some fast forward building here because I feel like it's going to be a lot of me thinking. And it's a lot more entertaining, I think, when I do fast forward build. You guys are not, my pauses and stuff are not as noticeable when we're going to 4 times speed. So anyways, goal is hook this up to the steel factory, get it producing, and I'll be back. Enjoy. All right, guys, we're back. So we have everything set up. So we're going to go ahead and unleash the dragons. Let's buy the vehicle. Let's see what we got here that can control. All right, you're good for delivering the stuff I need delivered. All right, so let's go ahead and put 4 on. And we'll put them on to the coal to steel mill for Torrance. And we're over here to the iron ore. And we're going to do the same thing. Buy vehicles, get the newest and greatest stuff. There we go. That eyeball. Look at the eyeball icons on it. It's just catching a lot more stuff than I'd like it to. Alright, so the only thing that I'm concerned on and what I did set up is down here. And actually someone, or I should say some ones, I've gotten this recommended a couple times. And I don't, because I'm on hard difficulty, I try to be as minimalist as possible with my depots like that. But someone did bring this up, and I believe, I haven't tested it yet, but I would imagine taking their word for it, that absolutely works. That when you have those early stages where you have a lot of vehicles, this definitely work in medium or easy difficulty. Having a depot set up like this with multiple stops, you can set your lines where your vehicles can use more than one platform. For example, I set up here that both of these lines, they have their own individual route 1 and 2. But let's say they get here and it's a little backed up for some odd reason. Manage line. I did allow them, I set it here where it allows their terminal 3 to be an optional drop off. And that just helps things flow a little faster, as there is somewhere for a vehicle to go. If it's all like, you know, crowded, if the normal stations 1 and 2 are crowded, they'll just go to 3. You can do that for the early stuff to help get a better throughput, help with your capacity. Like I said, I don't know. I had never tested it in hard difficulty in early stages to know if it's the profit you would make off running that route, if it would make up for having all those additional stops and paying maintenance on them. I don't know. But it is something that I can definitely, now making over 1 billion in my bank account, and definitely with a nice profitable margin, I can definitely afford some luxuries. And you kind of see me take some luxuries with this build. Not only did I send on a depot with 3 stations there, and I could also do the same thing here, but 2. I also put down a road depot and by both truck stops to have vehicles come out a little faster. Yeah, so I did all those things. All right, you guys are at 11. Okay, we can do a rate of 400, right? Yeah, we can do a rate of 400. All right, so let's go ahead and double these guys up. Manage vehicle. China Railways. Everything's called China Railway and all these vehicles. All right, so once we get this established, we are going to be sending our steel over here, and we're going to have to, I'm just going to literally cold turkey. I'm going to delete everything that's currently delivering steel. Now the problem is, here's my problem. Actually, I probably won't be deleting the boats that deliver steel and goods back and forth. I'll just let them keep delivering goods back. But yeah, I mean, I'm going to delete the guys that take steel here. Actually, you guys bring goods back? You do. Everything's a nightmare. I could have these guys that drop off fuel, come back, pick up. I have to make sure that they're set for all cargo, but I could have them drop off oil, come swing back here, do a little terminal here that connects, pick up goods, and drop goods off here. And I could get rid of these guys. I think that's what I'm going to do. Let me see if I can pull that off real quick. Depot, we just need... sure, let's make you really long. Please connect, please connect. There we go. Oh, you look really wonky, but you connect. You know what? That's all that matters. That's all that matters, that it connects. That is really bad. Come on. Alright, so this line right here, manage vehicle. Or no, manage vehicle. Manage the line. Manage the line! Alright, so you're going to burst straight. It's at a station. Alright, so you guys are going to pick up fuel, unload fuel, come back here, load goods, unload nothing. And then back here, we're going to unload goods. All right, there we go. That should work. And then once I delete these guys, everything should be great. You're getting both coal and iron ore. Awesome. All right, let's go make these lines a little bit more than what they are. We can definitely manage vehicle. Let's add 4 more. I'm gonna do 4 here. I think it's gonna be overkill. Oh yeah, I kind of figured it'd be overkill. I probably can delete a truck, but I'll let these guys get balanced first to make sure I have accurate rates before I delete anybody. Let's see. Let's get your guys' rate down to 23 seconds. There's probably like a perfect timing. 27, but you're almost at the 400. All right, we're gonna let that be. Let that be. All right, so that's should get that close. Now, here's my difficult part: is how do I want to get steel over here? Because I hate the fact that I keep crossing these train tracks. Not that it doesn't slow down the train, so maybe I don't have to worry about it as much as I'm trying to overanalyze right now. I really would love to update all this stuff. If I have room just to update this a little bit. Street. Yes, I do. This is gonna be fun. Alright, so that just goes in like that. And let's have a drop off. We don't need it to be a big drop off. Alright, so let's do fourth platform. Just gotta make these guys all longer. Alright, who's overkilling it? Actually, neither one of you are. You're both underperforming. Alright, let's go manage these lines real quick. So what I want to do is actually want to move these guys to so my iron ore. Coal has the most vehicles. Iron ore. So iron ore is the shortest distance to go. So we're gonna do iron ore first. Manage the line. Terminal is gonna be 4 with an option of 2. Okay. And then coal, manage the line, is going to go terminal. Oh, here we go. Fix it here. Go terminal 3 with an option of 2. All right, so my new line's going to use line 1 with an option. Well, it's just going to go line 1. All right. I could always use it. I could always use like an exit up here and then come over. We'll keep an eye on how crowded this gets. If it gets too crowded, we can always use an exit and just come out that way. All right, so let's do a new route. We're delivering steel. Goods factory, Torrance. All right, who does steel well? Ew, you do, but it's not looking fantastic. You do all cargo at 13, as this is 10. And you load up faster. All right, we're doing this. 2. All right, so now it's time to kill this line. Sell them all. All right, who did not get deleted? All right, the goods to torrents. Okay, that makes sense. Let that stand. But I could make them come up this way. Actually, that's what I'm going to do. Configure. All right, manage this line. All right, so let's add a station to here. Make sure we're using 2. And get rid of this. Boom. All right. Now this line should be completely gone. Manage line. Deleted. All right. So that will take care of that completely. Torrents will go there. Those guys should be picking up and dropping off. Steel should no longer come this way. As a matter of fact, we are going to... What are we going to do? Where are we on time? Oh, wow. Okay, I'm getting close to out of time here. So I think what we're going to do, this might take a little bit. It's definitely going to go to the next episode. It's going to take a while. As we are, like, destroying stuff. This is already trying to downgrade, which is not the end of the world. It can go ahead and downgrade. If it's trying to delete itself, we'll have to play on pause until we get everything hooked up so it doesn't delete itself. Alright, so we're going to go this way. We're going to have to cross here. So let's go. I'm not going to be able to dodge everything. Kill them both. Alright, so let's go about right here. Seems fine. Come out. Oh, no. Curve. There we go. Connect it that way. I honestly don't know. I almost want to come, let this goods thing let it keep doing its thing off this little route, and then we'll connect the steel here off of this one, and we'll upgrade all this stuff. Let me see if I can upgrade this. We might run a little over in this one. All right, we'll have to fix that up. Oh, it's gonna get messy. It's gonna get messy. Yeah, a little janky, but it's fine. Alright, I'm laughing at the same time I say it's fine, which probably means it's not fine. And we're there. Come out of here. And what happens? Not bad. Alright, so we have a connection to run steel from here. What we'll probably do is put down a depot that the iron ore drops off, and then we also can pick up steel and bring it over here. We're gonna let this produce. The idea is to not go like we need to balance this out over here before we go ham over here. Now I'm gonna spend some time to make sure these guys are good before we come back from the next episode. And I'm also probably gonna fix this up off camera because this looks super frustrating. Super frustrating. So I'll do that off camera, and I'll be back with the next one, guys. Let's go ahead and do a little zoom in here. So guys, if you're enjoying this series so far, you know what to do. Give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't done so already, turn on the notification bell, and don't forget to leave me a comment. And like always, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye.